Hello again, welcome to Sonko's Worlds and welcome again. I'm Patrick. And today I want to talk with you about coaching. I have been resisting coaching, I've been fighting coaching, and yet I have a long relationship with coaching. Coaching came to me when I didn't even know what coaching was. So we're talking about 30, maybe even 35 years ago, when business owners and creative people and entrepreneurs came and said, Patrick, I don't know where to go from here. This is all too difficult. Can you help me? And in my innocence, all I could help with was helping people to find what they had, their own strength, their own way of approaching things. So a long time before I knew that I was coaching. And later on in life, of course, I learned different kind of coaching models, modalities, and I started using them, and I found more and more that that is a limitation, as there's different levels of maturity in coaching. And later on, I brought emotional intelligence into coaching and spiral dynamics and all different kind of philosophy-based coaching ways. And in the end, I felt I don't need it all, and yet, if necessary, I could take it out of my toolbox. So what does really coaching mean in Sonko's worlds? It could be that you're an executive, you're a leader, you're an entrepreneur, you're a creative, and you are experiencing a burning point or a breaking point. And most of you maybe can relate to that. This is where I come in quite well. I can help you to calm down, and we can explore what your real options are away from where you got stuck in, what broke you, and what brought the burning all about. Coaching, of course, can also take us in the realm of relationships and couples. Ceci and I together do a lot in that realm, and we find as a couple to coach a couple just works so much better. When it comes to couple coaching, again, it could be a burning or a breaking point, but normally we go on monthly programs with couples and help them through certain stages in their relationship, using quite a lot of different skills and a lot of different techniques, and help the couple to apply it in their relationship. We have a diamond, we work with love languages, we work with the different kinds of love from a Greek perspective, but also from an Indian perspective, because they too have their stages of love. And of course, we use our relational rhythms in the couple situation and the couple coaching. There is also the kind of spiritual coaching, which just has a spiritual touch. And there is the life and the vitality coaching. So life coaching has become, of course, very popular. I think I was a life coach at 14. When my friends didn't know what to do, they would come to me and, what can I do? And I would ask them, well, what do you want to do? What's your truth? And so life and vitality is also something very important to us. And we are still having clients who are enjoying that. Now, some of the differences that can happen if you come to us for coaching is, I could say, when we're all stuck, let me pull a card. Well, it could be part of life coaching, but I don't have a problem to use it wherever it may suit. So when we're using a card, we're first blessing the cards, putting some energy into that for the client. And what we do, normally the client is the one that pulls the card. But today, let me pull a card for you all. Now, cards have been with me for a long time. I was so intrigued by the secrets that I also studied the tarot. And so it's just a beautiful thing. So let me tune into you as you are watching, and let me pull a card for you. So in a coaching, for instance here, now this is very funny, I pulled creativity. So you might be stuck You might be wondering what's going on in your life. It's your creativity that's gonna pull you out. And now I will ask Ceci to read this for us because the light is not so good here.
Express your inner magic through experimenting with some new materials or techniques. Your imagination is limitless, so explore its depths.
Well, I can't fool the cards, and the cards can't fool you. And of course, creativeness, the power to create, is one of the things that we're using a lot. So if that comes to us today, I'm inviting you to explore and to experiment with your own magic. The techniques might be outside of you, but the techniques might be also be inside of you. What is a technique you have been wanting to use for a long time? This is a time to do it. This is a time to truly explore what you can imagine. And imagination is a very interesting thing because what we can imagine is actually what we can create. My dear friend Gary Cook in New Zealand, he has just called in a whole new thing called the Imaginarians. And he works with fairies in his beautiful Ravenhead forest. He talks to the plants and he gets the recordings and the music of the plants. So he is a true Imaginarian. And so are you. What is the magic inside of you? And this is how coaching works. And this is how a little card can just lift up any kind of session. And because sometimes sound comes to me as well, and if people are maybe very stressed or don't feel there's another way out and go down a very linear and problem-solving way, getting stuck and don't have any lightness and openness to look at different things, I can also just play the flute, and that can be something like that. So what does the flute do to you? Did it calm you down a bit? Did it open you up? All of this can be coaching. In a space where I go and meet you in your world to explore what you've got. And I help you to build a bridge into the worlds of the heart, where you can follow your heart and know exactly where you can go. And all the tools and all the whistles and bells that I have, I will come and share with you.